Thank you for attending today's session on Seamless Summer Option, also known as SSO. My name is Abby McFerrin, and I am a nutrition program specialist for DESE in the Southwest Central region. Today, we're going to learn what Seamless Summer Option is, who qualifies for this program, the rules and regulations of it, and how to apply for the SSO. So what is SSO? Seamless Summer Option is a program that allows local education agencies to provide meals during the summer months and other school vacation periods that are 10 days or more. It allows LEAs to serve meals that do not want to change program operations to meet the requirements of the Summer Food Service Program that is provided by the Health Department. It also reduces paperwork and administrative burdens, which makes it easier for LEAs to feed students in low-income areas. So who can participate in SSO? Any LEA who operates the National School Lunch Program and/or the School Breakfast Program. Any LEA may sponsor a non-school site. However, they must have state agency approval first. There are three types of eligibilities that an LEA can opt into for the SSO program. These eligibilities are area attendance, building area, and census data eligibility, which must be approved by state agency. Building area is when a building enrollment is 50% or greater of free and reduced. Area attendance eligibility is based on another building and is located in the attendance area of the eligible building. Census data is where a site is located in a census block group or a census tract in which 50% or more children are eligible for free or reduced price meals. Like I mentioned in the previous slide, building area is where a building is at least 50% of enrolled students who qualify for free or reduced price meals. To determine the eligibilities, LEA will use the most recent October data. If an LEA wants or needs to use another month, they must get approval from the state agency first. This slide just shows you where you can find your October free and reduced percentage for each building. So if you log into your web apps and then you click on Food and Nutrition Services, if you click on the first tab at the left-hand corner that says Applications, then you go down to your second one that says Application Packet, and then you go down to the second box that says Building Applications. There you will find you can click on School Nutrition Program, and then you will find all your buildings and all the percentages on the right-hand side. They'll let you know what your percentage for October is for those buildings. Attendance area is defined as a bounded geographic area within which students are assigned to attend one specific school in that area for their grade level. Attendance area is determined by school boundaries. So you can obtain your official school district boundary information. You can contact your county authority. And also most LEAs post their school boundaries on their website. So if you're not sure what your school boundaries are, you can go on your school website and you should be able to find it there. A site is considered area eligible if it is located within the attendance area of a school where at least 50% of the children are eligible for free or reduced price meals. Now, I know this is wordy and confusing, so the next few slides are going to have examples of attendance area eligibilities to help you get more of an understanding of attendance area. So if you notice on this slide, we have 4 different attendance areas with 4 different elementary buildings and then 1 middle school building. So we have Watson Elementary in the yellow. We have Happy Days in the pink. We have Friendly Elementary in the peach. And then we have Holmes Elementary in the blue. And then if you notice, Big Middle School is also in the blue attendance area. So here's example 1. On this slide, you notice that it shows Big Middle School has 50% of free and reduced students. And if you notice, Big Middle School is the blue area. So this whole blue area is the Big Middle School's attendance area. This means that all the elementary schools qualify since all of them are located in the Big Middle School attendance area. So Watson Elementary, Happy Days Elementary, Friendly Elementary, and Holmes Elementary all qualify because they are all in the Big Middle School attendance area. Example 2, this slide shows that Holmes Elementary is 50% free and reduced, which means that Big Middle School automatically qualifies since it is in the Holmes Elementary attendance area. So Holmes Elementary is this blue box right here. And if you can notice that Big Middle School is the only other school that's located in this attendance area. So Friendly Elementary, Happy Days Elementary, and Watson Elementary do not qualify, but Big Middle School does. Example 3, it shows Friendly Elementary to be 50% free and reduced. However, none of the other buildings qualify because none of them are in the Friendly Elementary attendance area. So Friendly Elementary is in this peach box. Happy Days, Watson, and Holmes are all outside its area. And even though Big Middle School is across the street from Friendly Elementary, it is still not in its attendance area, so it does not qualify. So I hope that clears up attendance area for you for a little, hope it clears it up a little bit for you. Okay, census data. First, LEAs are required to use the most recent census data available. You can obtain your census data for your LEA. You can go to www.nfs.usda.gov/area eligibility. So then when you click on that address, it brings a box up like this, and you have this little box in the left-hand corner. You'll enter your address of your building in that find address or place located in the left-hand corner. And once you've entered your address, it will bring the building up on the map. If the building is in the red highlighted color, that indicates the building is eligible. This example shows the whole area in pink. However, not all addresses will be in a pink, which means eligible. So if you have a building that's not in the pink, it will show up in a blue area. If it is in the blue section, this means your building is not eligible. LEAs must upload the census documentation to their application packet of the current school year. So when you log into your applications and go into your application packet, you'll just load your census documentation into that. Okay, now I'm going to go over the different qualifications and the different type sites under each qualification that are within this SSO program. The first qualification is called area eligible, and it has open sites and restricted open sites. The second qualification is enrolled, which consists of closed enrolled, migrant, and camps. Open sites serve meals to all children 18 years or younger, where the meal site must be located in the attendance area of a school where at least 50% of the children are eligible for free or reduced price school meals. Open sites can also use census data, which must be approved by the state agency. And last, all open sites serve all meals are reimbursed at a free for all attending children or children of the community. The next eligibility is restricted open. Restricted open must meet open site criteria, meaning they have to be 50% or higher eligible for free or reduced. LEAs may also use the census data that is approved by state agency, or they can use the attendance area eligibility if applicable. Restricted open serves children through the age of 18, and attendance is limited due to safety, security, or other control reasons. Also, meals are reimbursed at free for all attending children. Okay, the next few slides are going to go over the enrolled sites. Enrolled eligibility is determined by applications, direct certification, and/or information obtained from their schools. Enrolled Close serves only children through the age of 18 that are attending school. It is not open to the community. The meals are reimbursed for free to all children in attendance when the site has A, at least 50% of children enrolled at the site that are approved for free or reduced price meals, or B, documentation indicating that the site is located in an area with at least 50% of children approved for free or reduced price meals. Enrolled camps. Camps may be residential or non-residential, and they must offer regularly scheduled food service. Area eligibility cannot be used, and eligibility must be established for each enrolled child. Meals are reimbursed at a free rate for the eligible children in attendance, and meals that are served to ineligible children are not reimbursed, and camps may charge these ineligible children for their meals. Okay, the last slide I'm going to go over is enrolled migrant. A migrant child is defined as one who has moved across school district lines within the last 3 years in order to accompany or join a parent or guardian who has moved to seek or obtain temporary seasonal work in agriculture or fishing. It mainly serves children through the age of 18 of migrant families, and they must be certified by a migrant coordinator. Meals are reimbursed for free to all children in attendance. Okay, now I'm going to go over the different requirements for Seamless Summer Option. LEAs must be children in the community or enrolled students for free. LEAs must advertise the availability of free meals, and advertisement cannot just be on the internet. It must be posted somewhere public so those that do not have access to the internet can see the advertisement. So it can be posted in a newspaper, church, grocery store, post office, just someplace where everyone can see it. LEAs must demonstrate administrative capability and financial viability, and they must also follow the NSLP and SBP meal pattern requirements. LEAs must follow the designated meal times in the NSLP and the SBP regulations. They also must follow the Buy American guidelines, meaning trying to purchase most of their foods from America. If you cannot get the foods from America, you just put it on your Buy American list and that will be fine. LEAs must review each SSO site once during operation, and students must consume meals on site in designated food service area, except for when they're on field trips. Okay, now we're going to go over the periods of operation for SSO. For a traditional school, the periods of operation are May through September, which are considered the summer months. For a non-school site, the period of operation is October through April, and this is due to an unanticipated school closure. And I will discuss that in the next slide, what is considered an unanticipated school closure. For year-round schools, periods of operation are any scheduled breaks of 10 days or more. Any breaks that are less than 10 days must be approved by DESE first. Unanticipated school closures can be considered a natural disaster, a pandemic, which we had to add last year, unscheduled major repair to a building, court order closure, a labor management dispute, and all others that will need to be approved by DESE first. So I kind of went over the age requirements earlier, but I want to go a little bit more in depth of what the age requirements are for open and closed. Age requirements for open sites is all persons in the community 18 years or younger. Anybody over 18 who are mentally or physically disabled by DESE definition can also receive meals. And any employees of open sites or restricted open sites who are 18 years or younger can also receive the meals. For closed sites, the age requirements are students who are 18 years or younger, students who are over 18 years old and still enrolled in school due to mental or physical disabilities, and with closed and enrolled, no staff, even if they're 18 years or younger, can receive a meal. Okay, I'm going to discuss the reimbursable meals for breakfast and lunch. It is the same as the National School Lunch Program and the School Breakfast Program, but I just wanted to make sure you understood the reimbursement meals. So on this slide, I have a side-by-side to show the daily and weekly requirements. The reason I'm doing this is so that you can see that the daily amounts do not equal what the weekly amounts are in the grain component. So for breakfast, K through 5, they have 1 cup of fruit, 1 ounce of grain, and 1 cup of milk. Grades 6 through 8 is 1 cup of fruit, 1 ounce of grain, and 1 cup of milk. And then 9 through 12 is 1 cup of fruit, 1 ounce of grain, and 1 cup of milk. So then you go over to your weekly, K through 5 is 5 cups of fruit, 7 ounces of grain, and 5 cups of milk. 6 through 8 is 5 cups of fruit, 8 ounces of grain, and 5 cups of milk. And then last, 9 through 12 weekly grains is 9 ounces. Your weekly fruit is 5 cups, and your weekly milk is 5 cups. So you just need to be aware that a couple of days you have to serve more than 1 ounce of grain to meet the weekly requirements. So this slide shows your daily requirements of all components for lunch for the different age groups. So K through 5 is a half cup of fruit, 3/4 cups vegetable, 1 ounce of grain, 1 ounce of meat alternative, and 1 cup of milk. Grades 6 through 8 is 1 cup of fruit, 3/4 cups of vegetables, 1 ounce of meat alternative, 1 ounce of grain, and 1 cup of milk. And then your grades 9 through 12 is 1 cup of fruit, 1 cup of vegetable, 2 ounces of grain, 2 ounces of meat alternative, and then 1 cup of milk. And then this slide shows your weekly requirements for lunch. So K through 5 is 2.5 cups of fruit, 3 3/4 cups of vegetable, 8 ounces of grain, 8 ounces of meat alternative, and then 5 cups of milk. Grades 6 through 8 is 2.5 cups of fruit, 3 3/4 cups of vegetable, 8 ounces of grain, 9 ounces of meat alternative, and then 5 cups of milk. And then 9 through 12 is 5 cups of fruit, 5 cups of vegetable, 10 ounces of grain, 10 ounces of meat alternative, and then 5 cups of milk. So sometimes the daily requirements will not meet the weekly requirements. You just need to pay attention to that closely and make sure you're meeting both your daily requirements and your weekly requirements. Okay, so when we think of meals being served, most of us think breakfast and lunch. However, this may not be the case for SSO for your open, restricted open, or your closed enrolled programs. 2 meals must be served per student, but it does not have to be the standard breakfast and lunch. It could also be breakfast and snack or lunch and snack. For camps, it's a little different. There's a maximum of 3 meals per student, and the meals can be served in a number of different ways. So, for example, it could be breakfast, lunch, and supper, breakfast, lunch, and snack, breakfast, snack, supper, or lunch, snack, and supper. Just remember, you cannot go over 3 meals. The maximum is 3. Okay, the last part of this webinar is showing you, it's going to go over how to fill out an SSO application. So I'm going to go, the next few slides, I'm going to go walk you through it step by step on how to apply for your SSO or how to fill out your SSO application. First, you open up your internet browser and you go to www.desi.mo/div-adm/food. And then you'll click on Web Applications, which is located in the lower left-hand corner. And then you'll put in your username and password under the first box, and then you'll click Login. So then you'll go under User Applications, and you'll click on Food and Nutrition Services. And then you'll click on the Continue, the little green box, Continue, you'll click that. And then it brings you to this page. So once you're on this page, you'll click on Applications, which is the very first one up in the right-hand side. And when you click on that, it will bring you to this page, which is where you go to get to your application packet. So then you'll select Application Packet. And this is what your part of it. This is part of your application packet, and this is what it looks like. So if you notice your second box says Building Applications, you will click on Seamless Summer. Okay, so now you're in your application. Once you're in your application, you will first fill out the contact information. Enter the contact information for the person responsible for food service for your summer program. Then next, you're going to fill out your period of operation. So question number 5 on the application will ask you, is the site located in an area where the school operates year-round calendar? If you do, you operate year-round, you'll choose yes. If you're a traditional school, you'll just choose no. Question 6, summer operation date. So there's a box and it wants you to put in the operation date. So for example, if you're operating June 1st to June 30th, you'll put 06/01/2021 to 06/30/2021. Question 7, enter the number of days the building will operate each month. So here you'll have the month June, and underneath that there's a box, and you will just put in there you're operating 15 days in June. If you're operating more than 1 month, then under each month you'll put however many days you're operating of that month. Then question number 8 on the application, enter the days of the week the building will operate. So you just want to mark the days of the week that summer school will be operating. So if you're operating Monday through Friday, you can just check the box that says Monday through Friday. If you're operating Tuesday through Friday, you would check Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Organization contact. This is question number 9 on the application. If LEA is not providing site personnel, give name of organization and title of person responsible for communication between LEA and organization. So you only want to fill this out if you do not have somebody from your LEA operating the SSO program. So if you have somebody from outside your LEA coming in to operate your SSO program, you will fill out question number 9. If the person that's is operating your SSO program is in your LEA, you just leave question number 9 blank. Then the next part of the application will go over your type, site, and eligibility. So question number 10, choose your site eligibility. And this would be your open, restricted open, closed enrolled, migrant, and camp. And then sometimes it will want you to provide an explanation why you're operating that type of site. The next part of the application goes over meal participation. So you will enter the meal type. You'll check the box, breakfast or lunch, or breakfast and snack. Just remember it must be 2. And then the next thing it's going to have you enter is the estimated number of students you will be serving. So we're not asking for exact number. We're just want an estimate of how many kids are going to be in your SSO program. And then we want the beginning of your meal times and the endings of your meal times. So you will put in there for breakfast, you'll put whatever time it starts and then whatever time it ends. And then same for lunch, you'll put over whatever time it starts and whatever time it ends. And once again, this does not have to be exact, but somewhere within the range, pretty close. Meal planning and service is the next section. It just asks you these questions. Are meals vended? Yes or no? So if they're being prepared somewhere else, being vended in, you would choose yes. Otherwise, you choose no. Are meals prepared on the site? If you're fixing them right there at your site, you would choose yes. And are meals transported to the site? Yes or no? So if you're having the food brought in to your site, you would choose yes. If the food's right there not being transported, you would just choose no. So the last part of the application is advertising. It'll say advertising, and then underneath that, there is a box. We are asking you to put in the dates that you are operating your Seamless Summer program. So once again, if you're doing June 1st through June 30th, you would just put 06/01/2021 through 06/30/2021. And then you'll check the box or boxes of the methods that the school will use to advertise the availability of meals. And the different ways you can advertise are distribute flyers to the community at large, share information with nearby schools, post flyers in community at large, the newspaper, parents newsletter, radio or TV, and then there's a box that says other. If you check other, you must put an explanation in it, like social media or internet. But just remember, an SSO, if you're doing internet, you must check another box so it's going out to the public, so the public knows about the SSO meals. So once you've answered all those questions, just review your application to make sure it's completed. And then you click the save button, and then you click the submit button. So once it's submitted, it will come to your nutrition program specialist, and then we will get it approved for you. So thank you for joining me on today's session, the Seamless Summer Option. If you have any questions, you can contact me at abby.mcferrin@desi.mo.gov or at 573-751-6638. I am going to stop sharing my screen and